Hey everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry I have not been uploading in 6 months to a year. It's just a lot's been happening in the past. As you know, I used to have a S15 Silvia making over 300 kilowatts. Massive drift car, went sick. You can see them in my latest videos or my older videos. But that car's gone now. No more S15. We've got some new, bigger, better things coming up. And it's going to be all happening on this channel. So this here is a 1989 Nissan Skyline R32 GTR that I purchased. It's probably the most cheapest one on the market. It had a few issues, but I resolved them within a week and I got it running. It basically wasn't running properly. I'll basically just show you around. Now guys, I'll give you all a quick tour of the GTR. Nothing too crazy, but overall the paint's actually not too bad on it for a 30-year-old car. There's a few rust spots. There's like a little rust spot here. There's one at the back here on the boot, under the N1 lip. Now, I guess we'll start from the exterior. We'll go for the exhaust. The exhaust is actually a titanium 3.5-inch Ganador exhaust. I don't know if you can see the writing there. It's pretty sick, which is pretty nice. It came with the N1 lip. It has this badge here, Koni equipped. I believe it's got Koni suspension. They're not really coilovers, but they're upgraded, kind of like upgraded struts. And as you can see, it's got the BBS wheels. They're 17 by 9 plus 20, which they sit kind of nice, maybe with some better tires. They're a little bit in, not too bad. We'll go to the interior. Bit of a rip here, nothing too bad. Oh, just in here. It's got some cool gadgets. It's got a 300 kilometer cluster with the brand here, FET. Not too sure, I've been told it's really rare, but that's basically a rev limiter light, which is pretty cool. Coming over here to the gauges. It's got the original 3 gauges are usually not HKS. These ones, if you can see, say HKS on them, which is pretty cool. Old cassette player. Southern All Stars. It does not work, I've tried. But yeah, nice naughty steering wheel. But overall, it's pretty clean in here. Usual dash lift and all that. Oh, down here, it did have these snapped off. It had these old school gauges up here. Just a Grady boost gauge and a Mori exhaust temp gauge. And there was also a air fuel ratio Grady gauge, which was up here as well. People doing their things, putting gauges everywhere. That also snapped once in its life. Nothing else I can really show you in here. Everything else is pretty much stock. Just a boost turbo timer. Going to the engine. Again, on the outside, it's got the genuine N1 lip, factory option, the N1 ducts. Someone's added in the past some fog lights, which they look all right, but I'll probably remove them in the future. Now, it's not an N1 GTR. It's just a standard GTR, but someone's added all the N1 stuff to it, which is pretty cool. Ram, can you put the bottom thing on? Coming into the engine, it's fairly stock. I'm pretty sure it's just stock twins. They've just added aftermarket Grady boost controller, very old school. It does still work. I actually forgot to show you that inside, but yeah, just a Grady boost controller. So they've added an oil cooler down there, which follows up here on the side. And you can't even see it. You can see they've drilled holes there for the oil cooler to breathe, which is pretty cool. It's probably been used as a track car in its past life. no one knows. It's also got the aftermarket radiator in it. It looks fairly old. Not sure if it's an actual Nismo one or if that's just the cap. It seems in its past life the fans hit the front of this shroud here and it's kind of damaged it. I can order all this stuff new. But yeah, I'll pass the camera to the Ramen. Thanks, Ramen. Basically, when I got it, as I said before, it wasn't running. It was start, but it was like choking and you couldn't drive it. I first started with the airflow meters. We basically just took them off and gave them a clean. They seemed fine, so we put them back on. Couldn't really work out the issue. We went to the coil packs. I found that number 5 coil back was misfiring, so we changed that. That fixed it again a bit better. We then got new spark plugs, put them in. That didn't really change it too much. But the main culprit was the fuel filter. I took the old fuel filter off. It looked rusty as. I can't remember where I put it, but I'd love to show you. But I put a new fuel filter. We drained the old fuel and it smelt. It smelt really bad. And I just put some fresh 98 in it. And before you know it, I started it and it was idling 100%, like straight away, just idling so good. And I took it for a drive and it's like I went back 30 years. It's crazy, it's actually crazy. But yeah, love it. My idea with this car is, I want to restore it. Nothing really aftermarket. I think I might restore it how it is, and whatever's just broken with it, I'll replace. But the main things I'll change, like the old school stuff, the Greddy boost controller I'll get rid of. I'll like update that kind of stuff, but the main engine and everything it's got, I'm just gonna leave, including like the wheels and stuff. Might touch up the body work a bit, like the paint and that. But overall, yeah, it's gonna be a good build. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video where I will be removing the RB26.